Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our chapter number 17, that is circle. We know that what is the meaning of circle? A round thing. When we draw taking a center point, we draw that is a circle with the help of compass. That is, you are already familiar with it. Now, in this chapter circle, we have to deal with its parts of the circle. Now see students, when we cut a slice, like a slice, that means with the help of two radius and arc, that is called its sector. Or when we take a part of the circumference of the circle, this one, that is called arc of the circle. Then when we draw a chord on the circle, that means starting from the one point on the circumference and end also on the other point of the circumference of the circle, that is called its segment. Now I clear once again, when we cut a part, that is sector, but as a slice. When we take the circumference, some length, that is called arc. And when we draw a chord inside the circle that cut its part, that is called segment. Okay. Then again we have few another parts of the circle, that are once again arc on the circumference, then chord starting from the one point and ending at the other point of the circumference of the circle. Then this is our center point, where we have held our compass point and rotate the compass, that is called the center point of the circle. Then from the center point on the circle circumference, that is the radius of the circle. Then from one point of the circle to the end at other point of the circle, that is called the diameter. But this is also a chord. It lies from the center point. It passes through the center point. A longest chord of the circle is the diameter. Then when we cut like a slice, that is called sector. Then when we draw a chord, that is called our segment. Clear students? And one another thing, that is outsider line. When we draw from the outsider line that touch at only a single point to the circle, that is called the tangent of the circle. Then we come on the properties which we have to use in this our chapter, that is circle 17 chapter. Now first property, perpendicular bisector of the chord passes through the center. That means when we take a chord, that is A, started from A and ended point and C, I draw a perpendicular from point center on this chord which cut at point B. This OB is perpendicular to AC. It bisects our chord into two equal parts. That means AB will be equals to BC. This, if the chord of AC is 16, then mean it will be midpoint will be B and AB and BC will be 8 and 8. It divided equal two parts. Clear? Its converse is also there. If we take a perpendicular from the chord that passes from the center, it means it divides two parts, and it will also be, if I take a midpoint B on the chord AC. Clear? Then this B is my midpoint and it is perpendicular and passes through the center. It's vice versa. Okay. If perpendicular is given, then bisect, then it will be perpendicular. Then we will come on our sum. See the sum number 17A exercise and sum number C. Please open your book. When you clear the statement in your mind, then you can understand the sum, because figures are not given in each and every sum. We have to draw the figure along with the steps of the statement. If a figure we draw, then we are able to solve the sum. Now see the sum number 3, figure is not given. Then what to do? We have to draw the figure. Okay, when we draw the figure, then we see the steps of the sum, how to solve it. Now in the statement, the radius of the circle is given 17 centimeter. That's why I draw from the O point a radius OA as 17 centimeter. Then the length of the perpendicular drawn from the center. Now from O point I draw a chord AB. I want to find it, but I draw a perpendicular from O at point P on AB. Okay, there will be 90 degree. Now I have a right angle triangle OAP and I want to find the length of AB. Now I will imagine that property. OP is perpendicular, that means P will be the midpoint of AB. I will first find the length of AP, that means base. Okay, now if I can apply here the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse I have OA, then OP is the perpendicular, and I want to find the value of AP, that will be base. I apply here the Pythagoras. AO square equals to OP square plus AP square by Pythagoras. AO value is 17, OP is 8, then its square will be 289 equals to 64 plus AP square. This 64 go to that side and become negative. By subtracting I find the 225. But 225 is the square of 15. It means AP will be 15 centimeter. But I want to find the length of AB full chord, and I know that this AP is half of AB. It means AP is half of AB will be twice of AP, because we have to double it, and twice of AP value is 15, and the answer become 30 centimeter. That means the length of chord which I want to find, that is 30 centimeter. Then the sum number 6. Here not figure given. We have to draw the figure again. In the circle of radius 17 centimeter, now there is a circle with 17 centimeter radius and two parallel chords are 16 and 30. I draw a chord AB with length of 16 and the chord CD that with length of 30 centimeter. Now I draw a perpendicular from the center point, one on AB and other one on CD, which cut these chords at P and Q. I know that this P and Q will be the midpoint of AB and CD. Then now I will take the triangle AQO and another triangle is COP. Both are the right angle triangle, and I have to by Pythagoras theorem. Now first I take the triangle OPC, this one. Now I know PC, what will be it? CD length is, that is 30. That means PC will be half of 30 and become 15. Now by solving it, 17 square minus 15 square will be OP square, 289 minus 225 will be OP square, and OP will be 8. That means this length will be OP is 8 centimeter. Then I will come in the triangle AOQ. In this triangle, AQ will be half of AB because OQ is the perpendicular to AB. Then half of 16 become 18 centimeter. Now AO square will be equals to Q square plus AQ square, Then 17 square minus 64, 225, and 225 is the square root of which value? That is 15. That means now my value, this OQ become 15. But I want to find this full PQ. For what I have to do? I will add PO plus OQ. Now the length of PO that I find, that is, what is that one? See from, that is 8 centimeter, and OQ that is, now I find, that is 15. That means PQ become 8 plus 15, that is 23 centimeter. Then come on the sum number 8. Now in this statement figure is given. Okay, and see in the statement he said that a chord CD of the circle. This is my chord of CD circle. Then there is a diameter. This AB is the diameter and cut CD at point P. I know that diameter, that means come from the center point, and it will be a perpendicular to CD and bisect the CD. Okay, then there is also given AO and OB. That means AO and OB is given us 15 centimeter. AO and OB is 15 centimeter. That means radius is given us 15 centimeter. Now, first of part, I want to find the value of CD. This is CD, length of chord. That means I will take the triangle COP. In the triangle COP, I will apply the Pythagoras. I know that CO, that is also radius, and AO is given 15. That means CO also will be 15. And this OP is given 9 centimeter. I will apply the Pythagoras here. 15 square equals to 9 square plus CP square. Then by calculating it, 225 minus 81, that become 144, and 144 is the square root of 12. That means the value of CP is 12. But I want to find again what? I want to find CD. That is twice of CP. Why? Because it is the perpendicular to it. That means this chord and CP is the half of CD. I want to find CD. But I find the CP value. CP is 12 and CD become now 24 centimeter. Okay. Then in the next part, I want to find the length of AD. Now see students, I draw a triangle here also from A point to D point, and there is also P with 90 degree. Now my right angle triangle is APD and PD. PD value we find, where we find? Because we find CP, and CP is equals to PD. If CP is 12, if CP is 12, then PD also will be 12. That means this base is there 12. Then this AP, see it, AO is 15 and OP is 9. It means 15 plus 9 become 20. What become? 24. Okay, do the calculation in your mind. I am speaking, not I am speaking, but you have to imagine also the calculation in your mind when I am speaking. See the statement alongside. Okay, then there is 24. Then I will again take the Pythagoras theorem. AD square equals to, because AD is my hypotenuse, AP square plus PD square, 24 square plus 12 square. By doing the calculation, AD will become 720, but there is no 720 square root is given. Then what to do? We will take it in decimals. Then when I solve it, AD become 26.83 centimeter. Okay, in the third part, I want to find the value of CB. Now what to do? I will join C with B. Now see, there is a small triangle with 90 degree, that is CPB, and P have the 90 degree angle because perpendicular to it. Now CP we find 12. Now what is the value of PB? I know that OB is, what is the value of OB? That is 15. Okay, I find the value of OP, that is given, that is 9, but I want to find PB. If I subtract this 9 from 15, what will left? That will left PB, value of PB. Now 15 minus 9 becomes 6. Again I apply here the Pythagoras theorem. CB square, BP square plus CP square. When I do the calculation, it becomes 180, and square root of 180 we can find. Okay, clear? So please try to do it. If you don't understand us, watch this sum again. Any step you have the confusion, watch it again. When you have any confusion, you can consult us within the class, but take your problem with us. Where you have the problem, solve first the sum on your copy. Then if you have any problem, you can give that problem in your class, because we are taking your class. So first of all, you have to watch the video. If you have problem, again watch. If you have again a problem, then you can come in to us in the class. Okay, now see the next sum, number 9. In this sum, see students, there is again figure is given. Now radius is not given. Okay, now this OD is not given, but this DE and EC is given 8 centimeter, and I want to find the radius. Now see student, this EB also given, that is given to us 4 centimeter. Now what to do? If I want to find OE, I will subtract from OB this EB. That means it OE become radius minus 4 centimeter. Okay, then I apply the Pythagoras here. OD square, hypotenuse, OE square plus ED square. Then the value I apply R square, 8 square plus R minus. By solving it, A minus B whole square, A square, B square minus 2AB. Okay, then by doing the calculation, I can find the value of R, that become 10 centimeter. Clear? Please try to solve it. Which sum I have not done, you have to try, because same concept is there. And if any problem, you can consult with us. Then next property, we will go to the next property, that will be in 17B we have to use. Okay, in this 17B exercise, first the perpendicular from the center chord bisect already done. When we draw a perpendicular from the center point, okay, from the center point on the chord, that bisect it into 2 equal parts. Then the next property which we have to use, here are 2 circles intersecting each other at point P and at point Q. The first circle is O1 and the second circle have the center point, that is O2. Okay, where if 2 circles intersect at 2 distinct, that means different points, then the line through the centers of the 2 circles is perpendicular bisector of the common chord. Now which is the common chord? PQ is the chord of first circle. We can see this PQ is also the chord of the second circle, that means it is the common chord. And when I join O1 to O2, that this line O1 O2 bisect our common chord. Which is the common chord? That is PQ. Now see the sum number 1 of 17b. Now there is a given figure, two circles are concentric. What is the meaning of concentric? That means when we draw with the center, same center, two circles, that are called the concentric circles. Two concentric circles are given. Then here I draw a perpendicular from O point. It bisect it at point P. Now I know that if I taken the internal circle, then BP will be equals to PC. Why? Because I know that it is perpendicular to it. Then this AP will be equals to PD. Okay, these 2 points are there, but I want to find this only AB. How to find? From AP I have to subtract this BP. AP minus BP will be equals to PD minus PC. Then there will be AB equals to CD. That what we have to prove. Just we have to simply remind the properties of the circle. Then in sum number 3. In this sum, something is we have to imagine in our mind. What is that? To see the angles, where the angle is given and where we have to take it. Okay, now this figure is given to me. There is AB and these two chords are equal. Okay, then one perpendicular OM on the first chord and ON is on the chord CD. I know that because these are perpendicular, it means this AM will be equals to BM and this CN will be equals to ND because perpendicular bisect the chord. Then I know that this angle also M and N of 90 degree. That means AMO, then BMO, then CNO and this DNO. These are of 90 degree. Okay. Now first I take the triangle OMN. Now how to do? From OM I will join this MN. I draw this figure here again because that will be we can't understand here because small one. So that's why I join this M with N. Now I have the triangle OMN. Okay. Now this OM will be equals to ON. Why? Because we know that equal chords are at equal distance from the center. Equal chords are at equal distance from the center. Because I know that this AB and this CD are equal. That means distance from the center also equal. OM will be equals to ON. Okay. Then now I imagine that this is triangle. Which triangle? This one. Two sides are equal. That is called isosceles triangle. That means this OMN is an isosceles triangle and the base angles of isosceles will be equal. It means OMN and ONM both angles are equal and I take as x degree. Now I want to find the angle this NMB then MND. Then what to do? This full angle of 90 degree and this full angle of also 90 degree. If I subtracted this x from the 90 degree, see this one, 90 minus x, both are equal. That means 90 minus angle. Which angle will be there? NMB and the other one will be BMN, which we have to prove. First part is clear. In the second part, now I have this angle AMO 90 degree and CNO also 90 degree. Now I join this x in it. Then the angle become AMN and other one CNM. First part I will subtract the base angle. In the second part I have to add the base angle. Then we can prove this easily. Okay, then now sum number 6, first part. In this sum, there is a given figure, there is a circle with center O and this COAB is a square. That means four sides are equal. Okay, and each angle will be of 90 degree. Now what I have to prove? In first part, I have to prove triangle OPA and triangle OQC. OPA, that means I have to make the triangle PA. I join this P with A. Then other triangle is COCQ. OCQ. That's why I join this C point with this Q point. Okay, these two triangles are there. I have. Okay, now I have to prove it the concurrent triangles. Then how to prove? We know the properties ASA or SSS. By any property, which property lie here, we have to identify that. Now I see here, this OA and OC are equal. OA and OC are equal. Why? Because these are the sides of a square. Then O angle. In both triangle there is O angle, that means it is common angle and that is of 90 degree. One thing more is there, this OP and this OQ, there are OP and this OQ, both are equal. Why? Because these are the radius of the circle and radius always equal. That means there are two sides and one angle. We can apply SES rule. Okay, we can write at AS, but we can write this also SES, two sides and one angle. These triangles are congruent. Then in sum number 9. Now see students, there is again two circles are intersecting each other and this common chord comes outside there. See, this common, there is a not common chord because that is not coming from that intersecting point, but there is point A, then B on second circle, then C and D. I have to prove this AB will be equals to this CD. First I take this internal circle. Now I know that this OP is perpendicular to this BC. That means this BO will be equals to OC. Then I will take this outer circle. Now this OQ is perpendicular to this full chord AD. That means this AO will be equals to OD. Okay, know that. Now first and second I have given name them. Now what to do? I have to subtract this first from the second. When I subtract this BO from AO, what will left here? Here left AB. Here also when I subtract this OC from OD full, what left here? There will be left CD. This is the part which we have to prove. Then now next exercise, that is 17C. Equal chords make equal angles. Now what is the meaning of it? When we draw two equal chords, one AB and other one is CD, this angle at point O and this angle AOB both will be equal because equal chords makes equal angles on the center of the circle. And one thing more, if there is the chords in ratio, suppose one is 3x and other one is 5x. Okay, you can see one side of one chord is belonging to a hexagon and the other chord is belonging to the pentagon. So what to do? It will makes the angle according to the number of the sides. That means pentagon make angle at the center 360 upon how many sides pentagon have? That are 5. That means 360 upon 5. If angle of side of hexagon is the chord, that means there are 6 sides. It will make the angle at 360 upon number of sides, that are 6. Now come on the sum number 1. In the first sum there is the given triangle ABC and that is an equilateral triangle. Now ABC is an equilateral triangle, that means each angle belongs to 60 degree. One thing more, if there is a center angle, point 1 to find center angle, that means we have to take this angle twice this. Center angle will be twice as the circumference of the chord if the base chord is the same. Clear? And in the next one, sum number 3. In the given figure, AB is the, now see in this statement, this AB, I have this chord AB. This is the side of the regular pentagon. That means this angle will, this chord will make the angle as what we have to do, 360 divided by 5 because there are 5 number of sides in pentagon. And this BC, that is the side of hexagon. That means we will divide with 6 to the 360. That way I will find the AOB first, divide with 5, then BOC as divided with 6. 2 are there. Now I want to find AOC angle. That means I have to add AOB with BOC. Now this 72 and 60 I have to add. 72 plus 60 become 132 degree. Okay. Then I want to find in the next part BOC also find. Then we find AOC. Now I want to find BOBA. See this one, OBA. Now these two are radius, that means it is a isosceles triangle and base angles will be equal x and x, and this angle is 72. That means I will choose the angle sum property, x plus 72 equals to 180 and x become 54 degree. Then in the next sum number 6, again he say that these three chords are equal, AB, BC and CD are equal, and there is one angle is given 50, and equal chords make equal angle. Each angle AOB, BOC and COD will be of 50 degree. Okay, now I want to find EOC. From starting from here, EOC, 50 plus 50 become 100 degree. If I want to find AOD, 350 will be there, this become 150 degree. Okay, so see students, what do we have to do? We have to see the first, we have to remember all the properties of circle, then we can able to solve the sum. Once I am requesting to you, please watch the video completely, don't take it as a attendance purpose. Watch it, then try to solve the sum. If you have problem, then watch it again, then you have to try. If again you have problem, then you have to take that problem to us in the class, and we will solve that definitely. So please try to it, please. Okay, thank you very much.